You start the day with a green smoothie. Mid-morning, you grab some almonds because you're being responsible. Lunch is a clean salad. Afternoon slump hits, so you reach for Greek yogurt and berries. Dinner's grilled chicken and veggies. You're crushing it, right? Eating healthy all day long. But here's the thing. Your body's been in fat storage mode since breakfast. Not because you ate too much, because you never stopped eating. That eat every 3 hours to boost metabolism advice, it's keeping you fat. Every time you put something in your mouth, even if it's a handful of blueberries, you're hitting the pause button on fat burning. Your pancreas has been working overtime, your insulin never drops, and your fat cells are permanently locked in deposit-only mode. By the end of this video, you'll understand why constant grazing is sabotaging your results, what your pancreas is actually doing every time you snack, and the one simple rule that flips fat storage into fat burning mode. Let's find out what's really happening inside. Right now, let's say you finished breakfast. Inside, your organs are doing their jobs. The stomach's processing food, breaking it down like a garbage disposal that actually works. Your small intestine is sorting nutrients like a tiny Amazon warehouse. Proteins here, fats there, glucose over to blood delivery. And your pancreas. It clocked in for the day. The pancreas is the shift manager of your blood sugar. Every time glucose shows up, it sends out insulin like little delivery trucks. Package for muscles. Package for liver. Extra goes to storage, also known as your fat cells. And insulin? It's the bouncer at an exclusive club. When it's around, fat cells only accept deposits. No withdrawals allowed. Your liver's the responsible middle manager, quietly topping up its glucose reserves like filling backup generators. It doesn't complain, doesn't make noise, does its job. Store energy when food comes in, release it when food stops. But lately, food never stops. So your liver's stuck in storage mode, looking at its overflowing tanks thinking, when exactly am I supposed to distribute all this? Your fat cells are sitting there with their vault doors wide open, accepting every delivery. Thanks, insulin. We'll hold on to this in case. This is fine if it happens occasionally. Your body's designed for this. Eat, store, rest, burn. The problem? You never get to the burn part, because 2 hours later, you snack again. Insulin shows back up. Nope, still not burning. Keep storing. Your fat cells start looking like a storage unit you keep paying for, but never clean out. Your pancreas doesn't know your snack was healthy. It knows food detected, insulin deployed, fat burning canceled, and after years of this, your pancreas starts getting tired, real tired, and that's where the real damage begins. Here's what actually happens when you eat constantly, even healthy stuff. Every time food hits your bloodstream, your pancreas releases insulin. Once, twice, 3 times, 10 times a day, year after year. Your pancreas is like an office worker who never gets a lunch break, keeps answering emails, taking calls, responding to every notification. Eventually, burnout. But here's the worst part. Your cells start ignoring insulin. This is called insulin resistance. Think of it like when your phone keeps sending notifications, and you eventually tune them all out. Your cells do the same thing. Yeah, more insulin. Whatever, we're not opening the door. So your pancreas, desperate to get their attention, sends even more insulin. It's basically yelling at your cells. Open up! I've got glucose to deliver. And your cells are like, dude, you were here an hour ago. We're full. Leave it at the door. But insulin won't leave. It won't stop knocking. And as long as insulin's knocking, your fat cells aren't releasing anything. So here's the domino effect. You snack on almonds. Blood sugar trickles into your bloodstream like cars entering a highway. Your pancreas sees the traffic and deploys insulin. The traffic cops directing every glucose car to an exit. Muscles, off here. Liver, take this ramp. Fat storage. Everything else goes to you. But your cells have seen this traffic pattern 10 times today already. They're like a parking garage, flashing the full sign. Sorry, we're not accepting more cars. Your pancreas, desperate to clear the highway, sends double the traffic cops. 20 insulin officers for a job that used to need 5. Now, you've got high insulin everywhere, yelling at cells to open up, and your fat storage lot is the only one with space. So everything parks there. And as long as those insulin traffic cops are on duty, nothing leaves the fat storage lot. Not one car. Now, multiply this by every snack, every latte, every few bites for months. Your baseline insulin never drops low enough to flip the switch. You're running a 24/7 diner when your body needs an out-of-business sign to start burning reserves. It's like being permanently on call at work. Your fat-burning machinery never gets to clock in because the feeding machinery never clocks out. But here's where it gets interesting. Your body has a specific timeline for fat burning, and most people never reach it. Right after you eat, everything's normal. Insulin's doing its job. Blood sugar's handled. Energy's flowing. Your body's running on the fresh fuel you put in. This is the fed state. Nothing special. Nothing broken. Your liver's storing glucose like filling a gas tank. Your muscles are topping off their reserves. Standard operating procedure. 4 hours in, your last meal's fully processed. Blood sugar's back to baseline. Insulin's dropping. This is where most people eat again. Maybe it's a healthy snack. Maybe it's coffee with cream. Doesn't matter. Insulin spikes right back up, and the countdown resets. Your body never even got close to touching stored fat. It's like restarting a download every time it gets to 50%. You'll never finish. But if you don't eat, if you actually let the clock run, something shifts. Around hour 10 to 12, insulin finally drops low enough that your fat cells get the memo. Okay, coast is clear. Start releasing fuel. This is the switch, the literal metabolic moment where your body stops running on deposits and starts making withdrawals. Your fat cells finally open the vault. Your liver fires up its backup generators. Your pancreas takes 5. Most people eating healthy never make it here. They're snacking every 2 to 3 hours because some fitness magazine said it boosts metabolism. But your metabolism doesn't need boosting. It needs a break. Every time you eat, you restart the 12-hour clock. Breakfast at 7 a.m., snack at 10, lunch at 1, snack at 4, dinner at 7, evening snack at 9. Your body never gets 12 hours between fuel deliveries. Not even close. Do the math. If your last bite is at 9 p.m. and breakfast is at 7 a.m., that's only 10 hours. Add a midnight snack, 8 hours. Morning coffee with cream at 6? Reset. You're living in an 8 to 10 hour eating window without even realizing it and wondering why the scale won't move. After 12 hours, your body's genuinely accessing stored energy. Not starvation. Optimization. Your cells start cleaning up. Your insulin sensitivity improves. Your liver switches from storage manager to energy provider. This is what your body's supposed to do. But it can't if you keep interrupting it with healthy snacks. So if timing matters this much, why does everyone say eating frequently is good for you? Because they're confusing two completely different things. Here's the lie. Eating every few hours keeps your metabolism high. Sounds smart. Sounds science-y. Completely backwards. Your metabolism doesn't speed up from eating frequently. That's like saying your phone charges faster if you keep unplugging it and plugging it back in every 5 minutes. It doesn't. It never finishes charging. What they confused? Digestion does burn calories. It's called the thermic effect of food. But the total calories burned depends on how much you eat in a day, not how many times you eat it. 6 small meals burns the same as 3 bigger meals if the total's the same. The difference? Insulin. With 6 meals, insulin never drops. With 3 meals and actual gaps between, insulin falls, fat burning rises, Your body has two modes, like a restaurant kitchen. Building mode, that's dinner rush. Insulin's the head chef barking orders. Food's flying everywhere. Everyone's storing ingredients, prepping dishes, organized chaos. This is growth mode. Then there's burning mode. That's the 2 a.m. cleanup shift. Insulin clocked out. The kitchen crew is finally going through inventory, using up leftovers, deep cleaning the equipment, finding forgotten containers in the back of the fridge. Your cells do the same thing. They sort through stored energy, burn through old supplies, clean out damaged parts. But if dinner rush never ends, the cleaning crew never shows up. You need both modes. The problem isn't eating. It's never stopping eating long enough to switch modes. Your body thinks it's doing you a favor by storing every snack. It's like, oh, food's abundant? Cool, I'll save this, because who knows when the next meal is coming. Except the next meal is coming in 90 minutes, and the next one after that. And your body never gets to use what it saved. It keeps adding to the storage unit. This isn't failure. It's feedback. Your body's not broken. You're running software designed for feast and famine in a world with food every 2 hours. Once you understand this, the fix is simpler than you think. So how do you actually fix it without starving yourself or giving up the foods you like? Stop snacking between meals. Not eat less, not eat cleaner. Stop putting food in your mouth every 2 to 3 hours. Eat your meals, real meals that actually fill you up, then close the kitchen. 4 to 5 hours minimum between eating sessions. This lets insulin drop, which lets fat burning start. If you're hungry between meals, you didn't eat enough at the last meal. Add protein and healthy fats. They keep you full longer and don't spike insulin as much as constant carb grazing. Instead of eating from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., that's 14 hours. Try 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 8 hours, or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., 10 hours. Whatever fits your life. The goal isn't starvation. It's giving your body a solid 12 to 14 hour break every day. That's when the magic happens. Fat cells open, insulin drops, cleaning mode turns on. Don't drink calories during your fasting window. Black coffee? Fine. Coffee with cream, juice, smoothies, that's food. Insulin sees it. The clock resets. Clean fast means 0 calories. When you do eat, make it count. Protein-rich meals with healthy fats and fiber keep insulin steady and hunger away. You're not eating less food. You're eating the same amount in fewer sittings. 3 solid meals beats 6 tiny snacks every single time. Feeling shaky or weak? You're probably undereating at meals or coming off high-carb grazing cold turkey. Ease into it. Start with 12-hour overnight fasts. Then stretch breakfast an hour later. Your body adapts fast once it remembers how. Eat, stop, wait, burn, repeat. That's it. Your pancreas gets rest. Insulin drops. Fat cells release. Your metabolism doesn't slow down. It finally gets to do its actual job. And once these habits become automatic, something incredible happens. So here you are. You thought eating healthy all day was the answer. Turns out, eating healthy too often was the problem. Not because the food was bad, but because your body never got permission to burn what it already stored. Your pancreas was overworked. Your insulin never dropped. Your fat cells were locked in deposit-only mode. But now you know. It's not what you eat, it's when you stop eating. Give your organs the break they're begging for. Let insulin fall. Let fat burning rise. Your body's not broken. It's been running a 24/7 diner when it needed closing hours. You're not starving. You're switching modes. 3 meals with real gaps between them. 12 to 14 hours overnight where your body finally gets to access what it saved. Your metabolism doesn't need constant feeding. It needs rhythm. Feed. Rest. Burn. repeat. The healthiest eater in the room can stay fat if they never let insulin drop. And someone eating normal food with proper timing can finally start burning because your body doesn't count calories or judge your kale intake. It follows insulin. And insulin follows timing. Control the clock. Control the fat loss.